Hello. I am going to make an apology to all of America, and my apology will be for not having enough faith in you all. But before I get onto that, I'll tell you who I am. I am Granniopteryx, and I'm on YouTube, Rumble, BitChute and Minds. The links are in the description. I am also on Twitter, Gab and Parler. It's on those platforms that I let you know when I've uploaded a new video. I'm at Granniopteryx there. And what else? Yes, please help this video by liking it, and please help my channel by liking my video, by sharing it. If you're subscribed on YouTube, remember sometimes they drop subscriptions, so just check that you still are subscribed. Yeah, and you can help me financially as well, of course. The links are in the description. Right, now I'm just going to get on to talking about Meghan Markle and South Park. You see, when Oprah Winfrey was sat there, well, gasping like a fish as Markle threw insinuation and out-and-out lies at her, and yeah, I was just astonished when I saw that interview, because I thought surely she'd done some research before, but it doesn't look like she did any research. She just sat there, and Markle was just, well, he was just playing her like a fish, you know, reeling her out, reeling her in, and Winfrey was just sat there gasping and swallowing the bait whole. It was just astonishing. I could hardly believe it. And I thought, if somebody as experienced as Winfrey could make such an embarrassing set of mistakes, then that probably means that everybody is doing that over there in America. And then later on, there was little to disabuse me of that. There were several magazine articles which more or less said the same thing, and by implication accused our royal family, my royal family, and Britain of you know, awful bigotry. And we see that echoed a little bit in Joe Biden's speech when Rishi Sunak, whose name he got wrong, when Rishi Sunak was levered into the position of Prime Minister, and you got Biden saying, well, who'd have thought that? You know, I mean, it was just disgraceful. Just disgraceful. And because of that, I got a bad impression of America. What I'd forgotten, really, was the good sense of so many more Americans, and that this finally cropped up in South Park. Now, you may have been a little late to the game. After all, a couple of, but we would have had a more personal investment in pointing out the sort of lies that the Sussexes were coming out with. So a few days after, well, maybe even the next day, I don't remember, Piers Morgan pointed out 17 flat out lies. And the funny thing is, they were lies that were so easily shot down in flames. There was one about Markle, there was one in which Markle said that they had been married before the big ceremony, 3 days before, in the garden, wherever, Buckhouse or wherever it was, by the Archbishop of Canterbury. I mean, this is totally ridiculous. That would have been illegal. You know, it was just beyond belief. But that thing of Winfrey's just stuck in my mind, and I didn't trust the American people to see through it. And then South Park. Spot on, you guys. Absolutely spot on. And brilliantly done. I'm not a follower of South Park, but when I saw that, I saw all the little Easter eggs in there that were just so witty and clever, and they went past in a split second. It wasn't like they were making a big thing of some of those jokes. I was very impressed, but even more impressed that a lot of Americans are waking up to that, even Winfrey, who didn't invite Markle to her birthday party, did she? And I think that's probably because she is a bit embarrassed about being taken for such a sucker. And she just didn't want to be reminded of that by the presence of the Sussexes. So anyway, yeah, that's it. So my apologies to you, all of you in America, for doubting your good sense and, well, just general nous, really. And yeah, I'm sorry. And I'll speak to you next time. Why not treat yourself or a favoured relative or friend to these magnificent examples of merch? The mugs and t-shirts come in the granniopteryx design or Granbo with a firearm or the more deadly knitting needles. Go to www.granniopteryx.com and whatever platform you're watching this on, please click like, subscribe and share.